Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, more updates, more stories for you. The market is moving. Things are happening as usual, and so we are ready to jump into it. Together, the World Cup is entering final stages. You can find all the updates on the accounts, but here, transfer news, updates, stories as always for you. And let's restart from some updates on the national team that went to the World Cup final, Spain, because Spain have been fantastic against France, and it's important to clarify something on the future of Mikel Oyarzabal. We also get many questions on Oyarzabal, why he's going nowhere, why he's not leaving. He's been linked to Juventus, he's been linked to Barcelona. Let me clarify something. There is a release clause into the contract of Mikel Oyarzabal, and it's very high release clause, 75 million euros. This is the price to get Oyarzabal. Very expensive. Also, why the player is not leaving is something similar from that area of Spain. If you think about Nico Williams had possibilities to go to Barcelona, to Arsenal, to Chelsea, to Bayern for many years, and he always wanted to stay at Athletic Bilbao. At the same time, Mikel Oyarzabal, same area, San Sebastian in Spain, playing for Real Sociedad and loving life there, loving his attitude with the club, his relationship with the club. So this is why it's difficult to get players from there. And Oyarzabal is also very happy at Real Sociedad, very focused on the project of Real Sociedad. So again, to get Oyarzabal, release clause or nothing, 75 million euros. Who left the World Cup is the French national team. And so what we have to mention on the French national team is for sure something on their players, because I want to return on a name I made here. It was end of June and remains on Chelsea shortlist, and it's the name of Maxence Lacroix. Chelsea are still working behind the scenes on the deal for Maxence Lacroix. He's in the list. He's one of the most appreciated centre-backs at Chelsea. Contacts already took place on club side and on agent side. So Chelsea remain very keen on Maxence Lacroix. Chelsea want to add one centre-back, could be two, based on exits. And Maxence Lacroix is one of the players who remains on the very top of their list. Pep Chavarria is a left wing back or left back, depending on the system. But Pep Chavarria is still underway in terms of negotiations, in terms of conversations. Maxence Lacroix remains a target for Chelsea. So even if I'm not coming here and mentioning him every day, you should know that the conversations for Lacroix are absolutely ongoing. So that's what I wanted to tell you today on one of the players who were part of the French national team at this World Cup campaign. Manu Kone, Manchester United. I gave you yesterday the information. Today I say his name. I saw his name everywhere. Yesterday before the game, I came here and I told you, watch out on Manchester United because they are not done in midfield. They signed Andre Santos, they signed Yuri Tielemans. Ederson is not happening. Ederson is 100% off, so there is no chance to revisit the deal or to try again. That's absolute bullshit. The reality is that Manchester United are looking at a defensive midfielder, and Manu Kone is one of the names on the list. They had a phone contact with the agents of the player. The relationship between the agents of the player and Manchester United is an excellent relationship. As of today, Roma are yet to receive any formal approach from Man United. So Man United didn't send a bid, Man United didn't make any approach yet to Roma. We have to wait. It's also true that Man United this summer had a different attitude on the market compared to what happened in the past. In the past, they were quite slow in the negotiations, taking some time, weeks, maybe months. This summer, they go, bid, and get the player. For Yuri Tielemans, release clause. For Andre Santos, Chelsea asked for 50, you offer 48 plus 2, the deal is getting done. So United have been quite fast. For Manu Kone, I saw some reports of 80 millions, 90 millions. That's not the price of Manu Kone. Manu Kone is expensive, but it's not 80 or 90 millions. So it's less than this. And so Manchester United took information on the player, then they have to decide, because they have several names on the shortlist, and they will make their decisions on who is the player they want to sign as a defensive midfielder, taking some time, because in the space of 6-7 days, they got Andre Santos, they got Tielemans, they want to take some time before going for the next midfielder, a defensive one. Still from the French national team, Bradley Barcola. The World Cup is over, now Barcola will go on holiday, but in the next days, let's say starting from next week, there will be conversations between the agents of Barcola and Paris Saint-Germain. The player is not untouchable for PSG, but the exit depends on the financial proposals that will come to the table. At the moment, I'm not aware of Arsenal in active talks. He's one of the names being mentioned as part of the shortlist, but the number one option remains Morgan Rogers. For Bradley Barcola, Liverpool remain there. Liverpool remain interested, but again, depends on how much Paris Saint-Germain will ask to let Bradley Barcola go. At the moment, the negotiations over new contract are completely blocked, nothing is happening, and so this is why Barcola remains absolutely one to watch in this summer transfer window. Let me mention something else, guys, also on Marcus Rashford. Many questions today. There is a bid for Rashford from Fenerbahce. There is a negotiation ongoing for Rashford to go to Fenerbahce. Money for Man United, money for Rashford, top signing for Fenerbahce, another English player after Mason Greenwood. Many reports, guys, but my understanding is that there is nothing between Marcus Rashford and Fenerbahce. No negotiations, no conversations, also because Marcus Rashford, with all due respect to Fenerbahce, is not considering a move to Turkey at this stage of his career. So Rashford is not considering that. Rashford is obviously focused on the World Cup. After the World Cup, he will assess his situation at Manchester United. He will start the pre-season at Manchester United. Michael Carrick, from my understanding, is looking forward to working with Marcus Rashford. So he wants to see Rashford. He wants to be with Rashford in pre-season to see the attitude, to see the feelings, and then decide whether he's going to stay or leave in the club in August. So these are the two ways. Let's see what's going to happen there, but with Fenerbahce, at the moment, my understanding is that nothing is happening. Nothing is close, nothing is concrete. So that's the situation as of today, and remember, he will do pre-season with United, and then from that moment on, we will understand what's going to happen there. Then, guys, let me clarify two more things. The first one, many of you asking me about Crescencio Summerville for Man United. Summerville United depends on what happens with Rashford. Obviously, while Rashford is there, for Man United to add one more player in that position could be too much. Then I cannot exclude anything. But at the moment, Man United held conversations with the agents of Summerville long time ago. It was in June. But Man United never made any official approach to West Ham, never sent any official bid, so there is not a negotiation ongoing. There are no contacts ongoing. Summerville is one of the names in consideration, but only if Rashford leaves. But at the moment, United Summerville is not concrete. Is not close, is not advanced. There is zero really concrete on this one. It's just one of the potential options if Rashford leaves, but nothing is close now. So just to clarify this. And then many of you asking me, it's true that Pep Guardiola will be the new head coach of the Italian national team. At the moment, the Italian Federation president commenting about Pep Guardiola as a possibility, say it would be very beautiful to have Pep here. I mean, that's quite obvious, but at the moment there is nothing really advanced or concrete. In case it happens, it would be fantastic for Italy. I will come here and tell you, but at the moment, nothing really concrete into this story. So we will see what Pep will decide to do for his future. On this and much more, guys, we will stay together here on the channel as always. Remember to like this video, to turn on the notification bell, to subscribe to the channel for all the very latest. I will see you later today for more news here on the channel. And remember to let me know on Kone, Lacroix, Barcola, Rashford, Oyarzabal, Guardiola, Somerville here in the comments.